what does success actually look like for you and your business? Now, we ask this of all of our clients, and 90% of them don't know the answer. They just say, "Oh, we want to grow. We want to grow." Generally, is the answer to that question. But that's actually not a good enough answer. And when we're asking that question, what we're really trying to get to the bottom of is, what does the business owner want? What does their lifestyle look like? What does their life look like when we get to the point where they'll everyone has a number or a timescale for achieving something, and we really want to get to the bottom of that. So, is that you want a future sale from the business? Is it that you want more holidays? Is it that you want to take Fridays off? Is it that you want to earn £1 million a year? All those sorts of things. And that is actually what we're trying to get to the bottom of. And then from that, we want to extract whether what you say you want is actually what you want. Because if you say, "Oh, I want to be earning £10 million a year, but I'm only going to work 3 days a week," that's not going to work. And again, we have to extract that and work out what you actually want from your business, because your business goals and your business success is directly driven by what you want as the business owner from your life. It's not conducive to wanting a £10 million a year business and only wanting to work 20 hours a week. That's not how life works. You're not going to grow a business to that point with that kind of input. But on the flip side, it might be that you just want a lifestyle business that pays for your holidays. You're not really bothered about how big it gets, as long as you're doing 100 grand a year in net that you can take home and spend on really nice holidays, or send your kids to private school, or whatever the answer might be. That is the question that we're really asking when we say, what does success look like for you? And what does it look like in your business? And this is also why comparing yourself to other businesses is dangerous, because every single business owner is going to have their own wants, their own goals, their own lifestyle aspirations. And yours is not going to be the same as someone else running a different business to you. So you might look at someone else in your industry and go, they're doing £30 million a year. The directors are taking out £1 million a year in dividends, but actually they have a completely different lifestyle to you. It might be that they don't see their family. They don't get to take time off. They don't get to, there's a lot of sacrifices that come with great success and wealth and building that wealth over time. You have to give up so much for that. So again, comparing yourself to other businesses is not good. You need to start looking at yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people and saying, right, what do I want from my business, and what do I want it to achieve, and how do I make it get to that point for me so that I have the lifestyle that I set out to achieve when I started this business. So a couple of questions that I want to ask you, and you can write these down, think about them, whatever. But firstly, what do you want your business turnover to be? What do you want your personal income to be, net of tax? Now, if you want to earn 100 grand, it's about £192,000 that you would need to earn gross before tax from your business. So it's a huge number when it comes to UK tax, because the government are money grabbing twats, frankly. Also, why those numbers? So is it that you want really nice holidays, you want to buy a particular car, you want a particular house, whatever the answer is? Think about that. Once you've got your personal number, you can then work out what the profit you need to achieve in your business is. And then from there, we can also then work out what the turnover needs to be. So it kind of goes in that order, right? It's your goals, then your business goals, and not the other way around. Otherwise it's completely pointless. You're not doing it for you, you're doing it for the business, and ultimately you started this business for you, so it needs to work for you, not the other way around. And then the next question is, again, how much time do you want to work? Again, coming back to my point of, you're not going to grow a £10 million business in 3 days a week. It's just it is, unless you are somehow superhuman, or you have discovered some sort of business model that is mental growth with no time on it, you're unlikely to get to that point. Proper businesses, as I call them, require time, effort, and sacrifice. And what's the end game? What do you want out of life? You're on your deathbed. Are you happy with what you've achieved? Do you have regrets? And do you wish you'd done more? Whatever the answer is. So they're the questions that we would start asking you. And I think it's really important to consider yourself as a business owner and just as a human. Final parting point is, if you don't define what success looks like for you, you will spend your life building a business and a life for someone else, and ultimately you will not be happy at the end of it. I can promise you that.